This week, we look at Jordan. They'll be making their second appearance at Asia's biggest footballing stage. We'll take you through their thrilling qualifying campaign, as well as an update on their preparations. This is your only guide to the AFC Asian Cup Qatar 2011. This is 16 Nations, the road to Qatar. Jordan's road to the 2011 AFC Asian Cup Finals was a dramatic one. They only confirmed their ticket to join Asia's elite on the final match day. Let's take a look back on their road to Qatar. They were placed in Group E alongside three-time Asian Cup champions Iran, Singapore and Thailand. The first test for Jordan was against Thailand at home. Jordan set the tone early on. Abdul Hadi Muhammad failed to find the target. He had another chance on 13 minutes. But he fluffed it from close range. Jordan continued to attack. Still no way past the ties. The hosts had the ball in the back of the net on 26 minutes. But the effort was ruled out as Mohamed Shelbai was in an offside position when he received Abdullah Khalid's cross. The Thais launched their first attack barely a minute later and almost scored. Suchar Nutnum's strike beat everyone but the post. So close indeed. Jordan kept up the pressure. Shelbai's shot went just wide. Into the 41st minute now. Still no breakthrough for the home side. Goalless then at the interval. The Thais began the second half on the front foot. Teresil Dungda couldn't capitalize on the opening in the 56th minute. The visitors had another chance 6 minutes later. Suri Suka beat the offside trap, but somehow Thailand couldn't convert. Jordan could have taken all 3 points in the closing stages. Substitute Odey Yusuf's effort just inches wide. Plenty of action in Amman, but no goals. Meanwhile, in the group's other match, Iran got their qualifying campaign off to a bright start as they put 6 past Singapore. At the end of matchday 1, Iran led the way, while Jordan and Thailand had a point respectively. Next up for the Jordanians, a trip to Singapore. The National Stadium was the setting as both Singapore and Jordan looked to register their first win of the qualifiers. Here's what unfolded.
No Rahman is looking for options up front. Obvious target being Agu Kashmir. Good control, Agu Kashmir skips past one and puts the ball into the box. A couple of red shirts arriving there. the AFC Asian Cup 2011 competition that will be in Qatar. As we see Jordan, slight slip up by Hassan Sani. Just a good return there. No Rahman, ball falling to Abu Kashmir. Is it goal number one? That's a wonderful strike. Complete run of play there. The Lions putting a couple of passes together. No one really picking up Abu Kashmir in the box.
1-0 to Singapore after 21 minutes.
That's a wayward pass again by Hassan Sani. Plays it on to Abu Kashmir, who has Alam Shah in support. Ball laid it on to Alam Shah. Another great opportunity for Alam Shah. Could have easily made it 2-0 for Singapore. Tries the wriggle pass. His marker does well to find Noor Rahman, who now tries his effort. Good effort from distance. A good 25 yards out. Abdul Hadi puts a cross in. Oh, that's a penalty. That's very, very unlucky for the Singapore Lions. That's a wonderful penalty. Sending Hassan Sani completely the wrong way.
1-1 after 40 minutes. All square then at half-time.
Khalil plays it on to Abdullah. Cut back in. That's a header from... And that all-important second goal for the Lions. Meanwhile, it's Amir Khalil. Abdullah! John Wilkinson. That's a poor cross. Ball still with the Lions. Plays it on to Noor Alam Shah. Wonderful put away. Noor Alam Shah. When everyone was pushing up, Noor Alam Shah with his weaker left foot just puts it beyond Amir Sabah. Looks up, picks his spot. That's goal number 2 for Singapore.
Singapore 2, Jordan 1 after 63 minutes. The visitors had a glorious opportunity to level matters in the closing stages.
Ball still with Odai. Odai now. And it was pretty close. Very, very close. Jordan protesting to the referee that there was some sort of handball there by one of the Singaporean defenders. But the Australian referee not having any of that. As we have a look at this, yet again it was Amir Khalil who just plays it on to the path of Odai.
3 goals on the night, Singapore with the win, while Jordan crashed to their first defeat of the qualifiers. Meanwhile, Thailand and Iran squared off in Bangkok on matchday 2. That contest ended goalless at the Raja Mangala Stadium. This was how Group E looked at the end of matchday 2. Iran on top with 4 points, while Singapore was second. Jordan, meanwhile, were at the bottom with 1 point. Bottom-placed Jordan met group leaders Iran on matchday 3 of the qualifiers at the Azadi Stadium. The Iranians had accumulated 4 points from 2 matches, while the Jordanians only had 1 to their name. The hosts got off to a lively start as they mounted their first attack on 4 minutes. Hadi Agili found himself unmarked in the penalty box, but failed to keep the ball down. Another chance for Iran arrived in the 24th minute. Javad Nakunam blasting the ball way over. Iran were relentless as they bombarded the Jordan defense.
الكرة العرضية مقطوعة برأس أنس بن ياسين مرة أخرى الخطورة ما زالت إيرانية.
And running Temurian couldn't find the target. That essentially summed up a frustrating first half for the Iranians, having dominated possession but lacked the cutting edge up front. The second half saw more of Iran's dominance. Substitute Mohammad Reza Khaled-Bari doing well to get a shot on target, but the Jordan keeper was equal to the task. More pressure from Iran as they looked for the breakthrough. Masoud Shojai's header was well defended by the Jordan backline. The warning signs were there for the visitors. On 72 minutes, Iran finally scored. Captain Nekunam with the header, 1-0 to Team Melli.
يتقدم المنتخب الإيراني عن طريق اللاعب أعتقد جواد نيكونام يضع المنتخب الإيراني بالمقدمة بهدف. نعم جواد نيكونام يسجل الهدف الأول وشاهد يعني في حالة تسلل.
A goal down, Jordan then found themselves a man down barely a minute later. Referee Yuichi Nishimura showed Mahmoud Shelbai the marching orders for receiving his second caution of the night. Shelbai's unsporting intention well spotted by the Japanese official.
كان يمتلك بطاقة صفراء من الشوط الأول والآن يحصل على بطاقة صفراء هي الثانية وبالتالي سيفوز منتخبه.
Iran should have extended their lead on 78 minutes. Fard Ansari couldn't get his header on target. One goal settled the issue in the end in Tehran. Iran taking 3 points while Jordan lost yet again. In the other Group E encounter on matchday 3, Thailand scored an impressive away win over Singapore thanks to goals from Tertsak Chaiman and a brace from Suti Suksomkit. This was how Group E stacked up at the halfway mark. Iran led the way with 7 points, while Jordan was stuck at the bottom with just a single point. But the Jordanians weren't giving up. On matchday 4, they defeated the Iranians in Amman, thanks to Khalil Mohammad's 78th minute goal. It got even better for Jordan as second-place Thailand lost to Singapore in Bangkok. This was the situation then at the end of matchday 4. Iran still led the way, but Jordan's first win of the qualifiers meant only 3 points separated the teams, with 2 more matches to play. Jordan's next test against Thailand in Bangkok. The last time the sides met was in Amman. That match ended goalless. The visitors set the pace early on and had a chance on 4 minutes. Oda Yusuf's shot was blocked. Thailand's first chance came on 12 minutes. Tiratep Winotai should have scored. The Thais tried again moments later. Suchao Nutnum's effort denied by Hatem Mohammed. Suchao had another crack at the Jordan goal. Keeper Amer Shafi dealt with it. So goalless after 45 minutes. The Thais continued to attack after the interval. Desperate defending from the visitors. The hosts should have scored in the 51st minute. Vachiraban Narongchai wasted it. Keeper Amir was complaining there was offside in the build-up, but the officials got it right. Suchao was onside. Thailand continued to attack. Turtsak Chaiman's free kick was deflected. Into the 73rd minute now. Winutai wasted yet another chance. Jordan could have sealed the points in the closing stages. Substitute Ahmad Abdel Halim couldn't get the better of the Thai custodian. So a goalless stalemate on a wet evening at the Raja Mangala Stadium. Meanwhile, Iran claimed another 3 points on matchday 5 as they defeated Singapore 3-1. Iran's third win of the qualifiers meant they made it to the 2011 finals. Group E's other ticket to Qatar was now a three-way fight between Thailand, Singapore and Jordan. In order for Jordan to qualify, they needed a victory over Singapore and hope for Iran to defeat Thailand in the other match. Singapore was still in the running for qualification as well. Do or die for both sides then in Amman. Jordan were forcing the issue and had a bright start. Amir Deeb with the cross, Oday Yusuf with the unstoppable header. 1-0 to the hosts after just 9 minutes. They were looking for more. Amir's shot on 25 minutes went just over. Singapore's first chance came after 42 minutes. Keeper Amir Shafi dealt with the danger, so Jordan led by 1 at half-time. But the advantage was erased soon after the restart. No Alam Shah with the final touch, 1-1 after 48 minutes. Jordan tried to respond. Amir with the effort on 56 minutes. He tried again 2 minutes later. Still no joy. The hosts were piling the pressure. Their efforts finally paid off on the hour mark. Yet another header, this time from Anas Wali. Jordan 2, Singapore 1. The hosts kept up the momentum. Amir's shot saved by keeper Lionel Lewis. He tried from distance again in the 71st minute. Keeper Lionel was beaten, but not the crossbar. Amir couldn't get his name on the score sheet, but it didn't matter for Jordan as they recorded a famous win at home. More good news for Jordan. In the other match, Iran recorded their 4th win of the qualifiers, defeating Thailand 1-0 at the Azadi Stadium. That meant Jordan took the 2nd spot in Group E at the end of matchday 6 and a place in the 2011 AFC Asian Cup Finals. It's been a thrilling qualifying campaign for Jordan. The 2011 finals will be their second appearance at Asia's biggest footballing stage. Jordan's test will be a tough one in Qatar. They have to contend with Japan and Saudi Arabia, both three-time Asian Cup champions. Syria completes Group B.
We do have a big challenge in Qatar. It's definitely a competitive group. But if we start well, I believe we can make it past the group stage. Players are confident and we have a very good team spirit.
As part of their Asian Cup preparations, Jordan hosted the recently concluded WAF Championship. But they could only draw both their group stage matches and failed to progress to the semi-finals.
The West Asian Football Championship is the first stage in our plans. I'm using this tournament to work on team tactics and getting the players to raise their own standards. I'm not particularly worried about the results. We'll be playing a couple more matches and possibly have another training camp in Dubai just before we go to Doha.
The mood in the Jordan camp was equally upbeat.
We are improving with each training and hopefully we will peak at the right time in Qatar. In 2004, we showed everyone that Jordan can match the very best in Asia. We were unlucky to lose to Japan on penalties in the quarterfinals, and they went on to win the tournament. We know this time the matches will be tough, but I believe we can make it past the group stage if we truly believe in ourselves.
It was a tough qualifying campaign, and at the halfway stage, not many believed we'd qualify. And yet we did it. We believed in ourselves. So in Qatar, the same spirit will be shown, and I believe will do Jordan proud.
Jordan are once again amongst Asia's elite. In 2004, they surprised everyone and made it to the quarterfinals. 7 years on, they're making their second appearance at the Asian Cup finals. They may be the dark horses in Group B, but don't bet against Jordan to spring a few surprises in 2011.